everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Ayşe and on this channel we talk about all the helpful things to have happier, healthier and more mindful lives. Before starting with this video, I want to tell you guys that I couldn't make videos for more than a month now, and during this time I realized once more that how much I like sharing my experiences with you guys. And the reason that I couldn't make videos was I was moving to another apartment, and I can say that now everything is done finally. Of course, there are still so many little things to finish, and it took really a lot more than I thought. But finally I could find time to film another video, so let's start. And with that, I also want to add that if you want to see a small apartment tour in Germany, in Bremen, you can let me know in the comments and I will try to film a video about that in one of the next weeks. But in today's video, I want to talk to you about the herbal teas that I like to drink when I feel stressed or anxious, or sometimes to have a better sleep. But before starting to talk about that, I want to tell you that I'm not a doctor or not a herbalist. Today I will just share with you with my own experience about herbal teas and how they helped me, because some of them have been really helpful to me when I had sleeping difficulties or just having a stressful day or have an anxiety about something important. That's why I just wanted to share with you, so that maybe some of you can also benefit from my experience. But it's also good to keep in your mind that what works for me might not work for you, or those herbal teas sometimes might have interactions for some medications or sometimes even with each other. So it's important to be careful if you are taking any certain medicine. Always consult your doctor before starting to drink any of these herbal teas that I'm gonna talk about today. With that in mind, let's start with my first herbal tea, which is lavender. I can't tell you guys how much I love the smell of lavender, and I like to use it with everything actually. What I mean by that is I really like to use it as a scent in a fragrance lamp. I think I have it around here like this, and you can just place a tea light here and then some lavender oil drops in this part with some water, and I really love the smell in my room. Also, before going to bed, it is really relaxing, and I don't know all the other products that you can think right now. I like to use it with lavender, but if we need to turn back to the herbal teas, I also love lavender tea. And I have to tell you that it is always showing a really fast effect on me when I want to relax, even before bed, or I don't know, when I'm stressed. Maybe it is just the smell, because it always reminds relaxation, but also the taste, I really like it. It always worked on me, I don't know. Just like from first sip on, I start to relax whenever I have lavender tea. I think I can really drink it every day to have a calmer evening or a better sleep. And my second favorite tea for relaxation is chamomile. Some studies have shown that it can be really helpful with anxiety, insomnia and even with depression. In a study which was published in the journal Phytomedicine, researchers have found that long-term chamomile use significantly reduces moderate to severe symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder. In my own experience, I also find it really helpful when I'm having a stressful day. I have been drinking chamomile tea for many years now, and I think my brain somehow matched the smell of it with relaxation, because whenever I start to pour the hot water on the dry chamomile flowers, that smell that I feel already starts to calm me down even before I start to drink it. I have both tea bags and the whole chamomile flowers to prepare this tea, but if I'm not short with time, I usually prefer the whole chamomile flowers. I want to add one more thing at this point. I buy some of my teas in tea bags and some of them as whole flowers or herbs. In my opinion, you can prepare your tea in both ways. I think both ways are okay, but I still think that it is important to use a good quality of tea bags, because if you have some cheap quality tea bags at home, you can test it. You can just open one of the tea bags and you can see that how finely chopped those herbs, and some of them are almost like a dust. So it is difficult to get enough benefits or enough flavor from that kind of tea bags. It looks like it is just made from leftovers of those herbs. I don't know, but I just don't feel comfortable drinking that kind of low quality tea bags. So you can just be careful when you are choosing your tea bags, and I think it's not a problem to use them, especially if you are short with time. They can be really practical. So as long as you are careful while choosing those tea bags as a good quality, I think it's really okay to use them. Usually the tea bags I prefer are some mixed teas which has relaxing effects. I think it's good to choose them in tea bags, because sometimes I find it difficult to find all those relaxing herbs one by one and then mixing them in right proportions. So I find it really practical and also healthy to use them in tea bags. Let's start with the third tea which I really like to drink for relaxation, and it is passion flower. It has a very nice and soft flavor actually, and it is almost in every relaxing tea that I have at home. I can see the name of it on all the boxes of relaxing teas. I find passion flower helpful, especially for better sleep. The one here that I find in tea bags in drugstores, it's called sleeping tea, but you can even drink it throughout the day just to ease your anxiety. The only thing is it might make you a little sleepy, especially if you have to work during the day. About that you might be careful, but it is only if you are really sensible to these kind of herbs. But it's good to keep in your mind. Passion flower works by boosting GABA levels, which reduces activity in the central nervous system in the brain, and naturally it is followed by relaxation, improved mood, eased anxiety and better sleep. Another herbal tea that I find really helpful for relaxation is Valerian Root. It works in a similar way with passion flower, by increasing GABA levels in the brain. It has been found that it increases the sleep quantity, and also it reduces the time that you need for falling asleep. But there is one negative thing about this tea, at least in my opinion. I really don't like the smell. Well, actually it smells really bad if you prepare it with pure valerian root. The flavor is not the best. That's why it is good to mix it with some nice flavor relaxing teas. You can use passion flower for that, or even lavender, because there are some mixed teas in tea bags that I buy, and they are usually selling it mixed with passion flower, lavender, also mint, peppermint sometimes, and valerian root, so that the taste and flavor is a bit nicer. But pure valerian root, I wouldn't drink it just like that. So one other tea that I find helpful for relaxation is Melissa, or with another name, lemon balm. I really like the flavor of this tea because I think it's really refreshing. And in these months and in summer, I really like to drink it when it is cold. I make it and then cool it in the fridge, and I find it really tasty like that. It is also good for easing stress, especially some stress-related headache. On these days, I really get a lot of benefits from it, because maybe some of you know that I work with kids, and especially in the last weeks, everything started to be a bit too stressful. And whenever I feel like I'm having a stressful day at work, I just drink a cup of Melissa tea. I brought a box to my workplace, and it is really working well for me, I have to say. And the last tea I want to talk about today is peppermint. I actually started to drink peppermint tea after I moved to Germany, which is around 4 years ago, because here I have seen that it is really common. You can find it in every supermarket. People really like to drink it, but I have to say that I'm not sure if it really works that strong as Melissa, for example, or passion flower or chamomile. But somehow the flavor and the refreshing taste is relaxing. I like to drink it during the day, and sometimes I like to mix it with chamomile, and that's why I find it more relaxing because of the chamomile, and also it makes the taste and flavor is a bit better. Okay guys, so these were all the teas that I like to drink for relaxation and sometimes for better sleep. I really hope that you find this video useful, and if you want to add some other relaxing teas, you can share me in the comments, because I really like to try different kind of teas, and maybe I can hear something from you guys. And of course, let me know in the comments if you try any of those teas that today we talked about, any suggestions, any other benefits that you know about. I would like to hear. But that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you guys in my next video.